Oi, gente, tudo bom? Bienvenidos, I don't know if that's Portuguese, but welcome to my kitchen living room yoga practice. So I told you that I was going to send you a video just explaining a few things that I don't think that people really break down in yoga, and just things that I've gathered myself recently that have really enhanced my practice. So two things. We have two bandhas, right? And we have two energetic locks. This one, I believe that one is our Mulyana bandha. This is our Uddiyana bandha. I'm not sure if I'm saying the names right, but anyways. So it's like the sensation of when you need to like pee and you squeeze that together. So that's one lock. Second lock is your stomach. It's an energetic lock. So it doesn't mean that you're contracting all your abs. It just means that you are contracting these two locks and lifting up. And this alone will really help your yoga practice and all movements. So if you can think of whenever you're doing a lunge, right? Whenever you're doing like inhale, you can be sloppy, you know, or you can tighten, energetically lift up. Does that make sense? So just try that with all your movements in your yoga practice. So, you know, before you forward fold, lift up and fold. So now getting into headstand. Wherever it is that you're at, whether your hands are behind your head or you're in tripod, it's the same thing here, that we want to make sure that we are lifting from our core. So I'll start with my hands interlaced behind my head. Walk the feet as close as possible. Lift one leg. Straighten out the leg. And use your core for the other leg to lift. And if this is where you're at, stay there. There's no need to bring the legs together. So being comfortable with where you're at is so key. Like, there's no need to bring the legs together if where you're at is a teeter-totter. It's perfectly okay. And I believe Alana did a pose that I told her I was going to help her with. So while I'm creating this video, I'll send you guys how to do it. It's the same thing as crow pose. I think she started by side crow. So I see a lot of people cheating when they do this pose. It's not that it's cheating, it's just it's not like, you know, it makes transitions and everything a lot harder. So there's many ways to get into side crow, but let's say we twist, right? We're in a chair, twist, 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 twist. Get your tricep as far into your quad as possible. Plant the hands down, or you can get into it from the side. And with this arm balance, you want your gaze forward and your chest forward, so don't collapse into your shoulders. And we're just gonna go into side curl, lift one leg, come this way. Lift one leg, I'll be able to extend. Okay, so I'll break it down into two movements, side curl and then we'll extend. So shift my weight forward equally into both hands, lift the bottom leg, then my top leg. Okay? I have a lot of lotion on right now, so that was really slippery. And I think she was trying to extend the legs forward for Ekapada Kundanyasana, I think it's called. So let's try it. When you feel comfortable in crow, which I saw on this video, she was comfortable in crow. I saw you doing crow, so excellent. So shifting our weight forward, our weight is distributed equally between both hands. Bring the bottom leg forward. leg backwards. And squeeze, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. When you squeeze everything together, you become lighter. All right, well, while I'm already doing all these arm balances with you guys, let's keep going. Let's do some more. So that way, you can keep playing around with them. So start from standing, fold forward. Your feet are going to be wider than hips distance apart, and you're just going to place your hands underneath your hips and keep walking them back until your shoulders are underneath your legs, are as high up as possible. Plant your hands firmly on the ground. Really press in to this part of your fingers. Or you can get into it like this from a yogi squat. So walk the hands back, pressing firmly into your fingertips. Look down. And then lift your legs. But don't fall on your bum like I just did. So underneath. And lift your bum. And you can start straightening out the arms. So that's another one. What's another good one? I think, how do I get into it? Okay, here's another. Extend one leg. Bring it as high up as you can on the shoulders. It's totally okay if you can't do, head behind the head. Just as high as you can on the shoulders. Even here is okay. But the reason why we want to start as high up on the shoulders is because your legs might slip. Plant your palm down. Extend this one and squeeze the shoulder. Then simply just lift up and straighten out the leg, bend the left elbow. Crazy 8. And let me teach you Pincha while we're here, because I think that you'll be ready to do Pincha soon. Pincha, the way I recommend to start, I just find it easier to balance on this part of my arms versus this part. This part is quite advanced. So try this. Same thing as you do as headstand. Gaze in the middle of your mat. Lift up. And start walking your feet towards your hands. Extend one leg. And we're gonna use this back leg as a baby spring. So you're not jumping like this. You're just barely hopping on the leg. Get used to this motion. Let this back leg lean back. Let it do whatever it wants to do. And then eventually you'll feel light and you'll be able to bring both legs together. I hope that you have some fun playing around with these. Love you guys.